Wow, I did not know what to expect coming off of yesterday's episode. And now in today's episode, look like Katie and Carter are getting even closer. Liam keeps a secret with Brooke. And Thomas warns himself about obsessing over Hope. And Thomas and Steffi is relishing over Brooke's sorrows. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your bold and the beautiful recap for October 18th. And without any other further ado, let's jump into this drama. So it took us over to Thomas. Well, and I was a little disappointed because I actually thought that was real. But unfortunately, it was Thomas flashing back to that whole kiss with Hope and then telling himself to stop fantasizing about Liam's wife. Yeah, that cliffhanger kiss was a dream. Wah, wah. Anywho, while he's fantasizing about Hope, enters Steffi now. After discussing work for just a nanosecond, they now start to relish and dance over Brooke's marriage coming to an end and in the sorrow that she in. And Steffi started teasing Thomas about the hope for the future line as if she didn't like it, but she was just playing with him. Anyway, the conversation goes back to everything that happened and unfolded in Aspen. And they were like, after all these years, our parents are finally back together. You know that was Steffi. Now, it's looking up for the Forrester family, especially with Finn back, parents reunited, and Steffi is like, good things happen to good people. Yeah, she don't know what Thomas has done. And she goes on talking about how people with dignity and integrity always win in the end. And of course, we saw Thomas trying not to look guilty for that stunt he pulled with CPS. Thomas snapped back to reality and says, hey, the future is so much brighter for our family now that dad and mom are together again. We're finally whole again. And that's Steffi talking. And then Thomas acknowledges that Hope and Brooke are probably not feeling quite as celebratory right now. Well, speaking of Hope, as she arrived over at the cottage, Liam admits that while he respects his wife working late, burning the midnight oil, he's wishing that she wasn't burning it with Thomas. Now, that aside, Hope suggests that, let's go check on Mom. We're not going to talk about that right now. Now, while Brooke is sad and mulling over the picture of her and Bridge, holding it to her heart, wondering what the heck happened in Aspen, Liam and Hope swing by, and she is absolutely grateful that they do. And she's telling them, I don't know why Ridge would leave me for Taylor. And, it also flashes us back to that whole thing where, she's thinking about Liam stopping her from drinking. However, while they're, having that whole conversation, Hope gets a call from the babysitter, which ultimately causes Hope to excuse herself as Liam moved closer to Brooke as they whisper, and they got this whole conspiratorial thing going on about the fact that she nearly took a drink. Now, it was that moment of weakness that will never happen again, Brooke tells Liam. And Liam was like, don't worry about it. I'll keep this from my wife, Hope. I'll keep her in the dark about your moment of weakness with this alcohol. Now, while they're having this little secret rendezvous of a conversation, which probably is going to blow up in their faces, Hope hangs up the phone. Now, that girl ain't stupid because she immediately senses that she missed something. What's going on? She asks both her mom and her husband, and they play it off and say, oh, well, everything's fine. And she's like, looking at your face, everything is not fine. First, you lost your husband, but I think it's more than that. You guys are keeping something from me. And of course, they did not tell her what that was. They were just looking like nothing happened and playing the nut roll. So let's swing back over to Forrester because we got Carter also having flashback to a kiss. the kiss he had with Katie. And yeah, he had put something on Carter's mind because he had a big old smile on his face. Now, Katie comes in looking for her phone. We see their hands touching, and you can sense their sparks flying. Now, she claimed to come by to thank him for boosting her budget. But before she can, leave out the door, he was like, wait, can we talk? And it's not about work, according to him. Now, she asked him, did Quinn reach out? And yeah, he made it clear that he doesn't expect that to happen at all. So they exchanged this whole flirtiness, this whole conversation about the kiss that they're sharing, or they shared. And she was like, I don't usually kiss my friends like that. Then they go on talking about why Quinn left, and Katie pushes down her hatred for Quinn to try to be supportive. And she was like, well, maybe you two weren't meant to be together at this moment in time. And they both admitted that they looking for love in all the wrong places. And then he kicks himself for having walked away from Paris in order to be with Quinn, who actually dumped him. Now, yeah, you messed that up there, Carter. Now, Katie again points out that Carter will eventually find someone who appreciates all he has to offer. And there's a lot to appreciate. And she listed all his attributes, including him being freakishly fit and sexy. And you're even sexier because you don't realize what a catch you are. And then we see finally Katie says Carter is a catch, and he was like, I'm a catch and release. And then it's his turn to compliment her, saying that she has a beautiful smile and the best laugh he ever heard. Having, this whole mutual admiration for each other. And then Carter admits that, Katie, you mean a lot to me. So finally, we're back in the CEO office, and Steffi is acknowledging that there's probably this whole waterwork cry fest over at Brooke, saying that, she feel bad for them. Yeah, right. Well, despite Steffi saying that she honestly feels bad, yeah, you can tell it might not have been so sincere. But, in her head, she thinks Brooke just gonna have to get over it. Then over at Brooks, she's finding it tough to do, which is to get over it. Once again, asking herself why Ridge ran off to Aspen and hooked up with Taylor. Why? Why is this happening? And she's crying, and Hope is feeling so bad for her mom, pulls her in a hug, which flashes us back to exactly why Ridge left, as Thomas recalls making that call to CPS with that whole voice altering app. So we got to stay tuned because it looks like there's going to be more drama to come. Steffi and Thomas make a big announcement in the next couple days, so we got to stay tuned to see how it all unfolds. Okay, so there you have it, your bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. Stay tuned for the Young and the Restless recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.